Hey guys, it's your girl Finance Muslima. Welcome to the Money Room. Today we're going to talk about millennials and money. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'm going to go ahead and dive in because we're going to go over a lot today. We're going to go over a lot, and I want you guys to be able to get everything it is that I want to give you today. I want to lay a lot of things out. I want to give you a lot of strategies and things that you can implement for your own business. So, give me 1 second and we're going to get started. All right. So, I'm going to share my screen with you all. Share screen. Now, I'm on here. You may can't see me, but just know that I'm on here. Share my little picture up somewhere where you could see me. Yeah, so I'm up there. I'll be going through. Just stay connected. You'll hear my amazing voice. Give you that reassurance, guys, that I am here. So I'm going to go through. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, I want to make it bigger so you can see. Millennials and money. Why am I having this conversation? Because it needs to be had. Millennials rule the world, rule the world, rule the world. Millennials rule the world. And my story ties a lot to really what's going on today, how a lot of things came about. So I decided to talk about millennials and money. They're controlling a lot of the world. So are you a millennial? Do you consider yourself to be a millennial? Are you born between 1981 and 1986? They call us the new age millennials. Yes, I was born in 83. I am a millennial. 72.1 million of the US population is full of us, guys. We are millennials. 44% of millennials are married. Starting to see a lot of power couples who are millennials. They are taking a lot of risk. They're entrepreneurs. They're CEOs of multiple companies, right? This thing is about increasing income today. Millennials are winning. 55% of women, 55% of the millennial women are mothers. Yes, they are. They're even homeowners, 53%. Women are bossing up, especially millennials. I can't forget about the guys either. We are doing big things, especially since the pandemic hit. Millennials are really, really stepping our game up, especially with home ownership, buying land, starting companies. We are really doing it. This stuff needs to be talked about. Stay around. I'm going to go through a lot of amazing information. Make sure you take notes and write these things down because I want to give you a lot of go to. All right. 39% of millennials have bachelor's degree or higher. I've always personally meet a lot of millennials who graduated college. They have associates, bachelor's, master's degree, and not to downplay any of it, like it's not necessary or it's not needed. But I do know in the entrepreneurial world that a lot of millennials, even with degrees, they're starting companies, right? They're in real estate, they're investing, they're in crypto, they are in a lot of things. So just because you have an education, a bachelor's or a master's degree, and you spent those years in college, you may not feel that that's what you need to use it for what you feel your purpose is. It's always something that you can get from a degree though, and I'm most certain of that. Leverage everything, right? So if you don't know me, my name is Finance Muslima. I am started the Mindset and Money Gang. So this channel is Mindset and Money. Call it the Money Room. So a little bit about my story. and reason that you should build. Building trust with you guys. Um, all of my newbies who haven't been a part of any of my trainings or know any of my story or so forth. So I'm from Philadelphia, born and raised, currently residing in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just a regular, Philly girl. Love to run up and down the street. Um, did a lot of things at a young age. If you're from the city, you live a really fast-paced lifestyle. So Philly, New York, Jersey, you guys know how that go if you're from there. So for me, tragic happened in my life. Lost my godmom, looking for a way, to gain no cap income. And then I was like, what is really next for my life? What is next for me? I was just searching for so much more life. I was over it, right? So 2010, I decided like, hey, I know how to bake. I know how to bake and I know how to cook. I want to just, I was just like baking cakes for like family dinner, things like that. I decided to tell the world and sell them and like, hey, I really can make some money with this. I loved it at the time. I wasn't in love with it. I loved it at the time and really thought that it was necessary to really get me on this path. And I'm super even through all of the trials and tribulations because that thing was not perfect. 10, 11 years later, I'm super glad that I started there because it was necessary for that process in that journey. 2010, selling cake out of my car, all throughout the city, festivals, New York City, Jersey, Delaware, you name it. 2012, came up with a game plan like, look, I'm ready to get out of Philadelphia. So what am I going to do? I was visiting my uncle in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I was like, it definitely was an option for me. Visited. My son was young. I loved it. I said, this is the perfect time to get him off the hood. I want him to have a better life than what I did. And growing up with those, abandonment feelings always in the back of my mind because I felt like I was abandoned by my biological mom. So it was always something, the motherhood, being a mother was like, always wanted to do better, be better, right? Because I never wanted my son to feel that type of pain. So first thing, when I thought about that, the first thing came to mind was, yeah, a better life outside of here. That would be the best thing for him and I both really at that time. As I said, if I wait till he's too old, when you take people out of what their adapted environment is, this thing is not easy for people to do. Everybody can't just up and move and start a whole new life. People are comfortable in how they live, what they do, what they eat, their daily routines. And if you can't, you have to catch it before people like some people won't even allow the shift, right? And it's a hard place to get people out of breaking their environment and their systems, but it's hugely necessary. 2000 came to Charlotte, North Carolina, 2013. Started a new life. Business was booming. Everything was going. Bam! 2015 hit rock bottom. Life consistently started to happen. Credit failed. Car got repossessed. Back on bills. Life was just happening, right? And I do believe that it all was a test to see if it really was for me. So I hung in there. I was like, man, I'm not going back home. I'm going to figure this thing out. Didn't really tell anybody because I didn't want to hear the negative energy of, oh, you should never laugh. So I was like, I'm going to figure this thing out. Low key, struggled and stressed through it. A lot of long, dark nights, days, not knowing what was going to happen, but I stuck in there, and that's all that matters. 2017, I was introduced to life insurance by a childhood friend. Learned a lot about financial freedom, leveraging life insurance to build wealth. And I was like, yo, this is what I was looking for to build, to get to that next level. In 2015, when I hit rock bottom, I was like, how do I get to the next level? I know how to make money. I can save a few dollars here and there. I don't really know how to manage it and I don't really know how to multiply it. So 2017, getting licensed in life insurance, it opened up a whole new door of life for me because it wasn't just about life insurance. It was, I was in classes and training on financial freedom and really learning how money works. Do you know how money works? You need to know how money works, right? So that was a game changer for me. right? Took that, ran with it. I was like, I'm going to learn this. I'm going to first and foremost shift my own life for me and my son. And then I'm going to take this to the community. It was already a thing in my mind. This is what I was searching for. And I knew millions of women around the world. It's like, yo, this is what we need. We already know how to make money. Managing it and multiplying it is where the challenge come in. So I knew that if that was for me, the problem that I had, and I knew a conversation with women that I knew, it was the same problem, but I just didn't have the solution until then, till now, till then, I guess. So currently today, your girl is a licensed life insurance agent in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Connecticut, South Carolina, and New Jersey. I'm so grateful for that. Learned a lot, guys. So 2020 November, I launched my customized 12-month financial planner. Thanks to you guys, they have been sold out 3 or 4 times. Pre-order just opened back up, and I'm super grateful for that. This planner has definitely helped change lives. I never knew the amazing things of sharing my money story, how it can help everyone else. And it's not dated, which is perfect. You start it when you want. This is September. We're not waiting till 2022 to start this whole new, oh, I'm going to do this. We're doing it now. So if you don't have the mindset of Money Gate Financial Planner, you can purchase that on the website at thefamilyfinance.co. And then after that, 2021, recently, some months ago, I started Cullen& Credit LLC. Why did I start a credit repair company? Credit repair is always near and dear to my heart because I told you 2015 hit a repossession. I hit rock bottom. When you don't know about an emergency fund and the backup stash, you start paying your bills late, all this stuff. And that's exactly what tore my credit down to the ground. So credit repair has always been something near and dear to me. And always refer my clients out to, my friends that I knew who were doing credit repair. So it was a thing where everybody was just coming to me for it. So I was like, we're just going to do this thing, right? So the credit repair comes by default, and I love it. The ability to be able to change so many lives, help these single moms purchase homes. It is amazing. We have that on the website as well if you need it. Since today, I am the CEO of 2 companies, and my passion and what I love to do every day after I say my prayers is to help other women dominate their mindset and money as well. And I always say, listen, I come from a really rough place. I'm from the city. You know how it is in the hood if you're from there. And I always say, if I can do it, so can you. The thing is, what are you willing to sacrifice? That one thing that you love so much, and does it overpower, or does it give you the fuel you need to hit that one target that you're trying to hit, and whatever that may be, because everybody's is different. A lot of times, my mentor, they say, like, my mentors say, it has to be about something bigger than you. It can't just be about the money, right? Because, and I know that, and I thought about that for years. I really didn't understand, but it can't just be about the money, because I already just told you, we all know how to make money. If it was just about the money, we would do that and then we would stop. But what is it that's going to keep us on this longevity train of discipline? Because that's exactly what it is, right? A long trail of discipline, and just learning and learning and learning, and just keep growing. I'm going to ask you guys some questions. I want you to write these down. And I want you to really think about your life. I'm not going to take a lot of time on this, but it's some questions that were asked to me. They're very powerful, and you need to understand the answers to these questions will help shift your life within itself. When it comes to the millionaire mindset, people are like, they want to make millions, we want to do these things. I'm not a millionaire. I'm having this conversation with you and teaching and showing you guys the things that I do on a daily basis and what's helping me increase my income time after time after time, and what I've been doing. And once you learn that, now you stay consistent with that same thing that works and make it go tenfold. Ask yourself, what is your relationship with money? right? What is your relationship with money? You know what your relationship is with your boyfriend, whoever you dating. What is your relationship with money? Do you really believe in yourself? A lot of people say they have these, they want to do 7, 8, 9 figures, but some people really low key don't believe in themselves. Can you stay focused on your dreams? Can you not get on social media and compare your life to other people? Oh, I grew up with her. How does she do all of that? Oh, she not even like that. Listen, work ethic beats talent. I don't care what anybody else know in the finance industry. I know that I have a crazy work ethic. I'm willing to do what a lot of people aren't. And I know as long as I stay in beast mode, what can happen for me because I know what got me here, right? Those same things. So it's all about the mind. Can you stay focused on your dreams? Is your dreams big enough and mean that much to you that you can stay focused, avoid the distractions? Going out to eat too much, all of these girls dates, spending hundreds of dollars and all that stuff. I like, for me and my girls in my circle, let's do our girls date at our meetups, once a month or once every 2 months. Like, let's hit some goals, right? Let's goal chase and then meet up and celebrate, right? That's what I feel that it's about. When scrolling, don't press the buy. Millennials, they always say like, oh, shopping is always a big deal. And when we shop, we do it impulsively, like we react with emotion. Oh, I like this will look cute. And you wasting time scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Meanwhile, you have 3, 4 courses in your email list in your inbox that you purchase from people, and you have not yet to dig in on them and actually do the work, right? But you're still buying stuff. Be productive and not busy. Productive meaning actually get things done off of your to-do list, right? Not, oh, I'm busy doing what? Because then 9, 10 o'clock at night come and you're like, what did I really do today? Did you get any calls done? Did you make any money? Did you create any new content? Did you meet any new people? Did you make time out to pray? Make sure you're eating healthy meals. Give more and take less. That's self-explanatory. I always encourage people, and especially my mentees, to journal. Journal, 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 journal. Everybody has a past that they're coming from. Everybody's not comfortable with seeing a therapist, or, um, everybody's not comfortable there. So journaling is a way to get out a lot of things that you have in your mind that you may not be comfortable talking about. You can just write and freestyle. How am I feeling today? How did this work for me? I want to do some new challenges. How can I push myself to tenfold and stay in beast mode? Write to yourself. Write and talk to you. It may seem crazy, but yes, talk to yourself sometimes a little bit for reassurance. But write down things, guys. You gotta get, because when you write down each word and letter, the brain is manifesting it. So if I'm writing Millionaire Mornings, I'm writing it down. I'm saying it, I'm confirming in my mind and the universe, I'm a millionaire and this is the morning. Millionaire Mornings. What is my daily routine? Get in the habit of writing things out. It will manifest with the brain, and you can speak it and see it, and just pour it into the universe. And as long as you do what you're supposed to do, it will happen. I know, because your girl is sitting here doing those same things for so many years. So I know. Follow these simple steps. I know this will define your success. And I can tell you that because these are personal things that I do, and I know that it works. Period. Point blank. In order to get what you never had, you have to do things that you've never done. If you never like journey, like, oh girl, I just take notes on my cell phone. I ain't writing all that down. I don't got time. That's the mindset of the people you don't want to be around. When I'm around people, whether I know them or not, and somebody say something of a way that they do something that may be different from me, I listen. I'm not going to downplay them, but it's always going to be in my mind like, hey, maybe that don't work for me. I'm trying to figure out a way to get used to doing that one thing. Maybe that'll work. I'll try it. You don't want to be around people that like not open minded per se. It may not be good for you, but don't downplay what somebody else do, because at the end of the day, it may work for you. The hard part is evaluating your environment. people, places, and things means a lot. They will drown you, get away from the toxic if you're serious. What and who do you need to remove? And I say what and who do you need to remove, because when we talk about toxic environments and places, things, what do you need to remove far as um, what's in your space that's toxic, that's not bringing you anything. And when I say who, I'm referring to the people who are you around all the time, your friends, your circle, your business besties, these people that you're connected to. Do they bring what, good happiness? Are they encouraging you, inspiring you? Do y'all have mastermind meetups? Who's doing what? How can we help each other do this? you know that's what it's about. So when we say who, a lot of people have a lot of who's to remove from their space in their life. We all got those problems, trust me. You might not be like, oh, I don't want to deal with you forever. You got to love people from a distance, sometime, or where they are, especially when you're trying to grow in life. Don't let nobody hold you stagnant. When it comes to saving strategies, guys, I gave you two savings accounts that I feel is really great. Ones that I personally use: bacon.city.com, truelion.fcu.org, and I have True Lion along with Navy Federal as well, just two, and I have PenFed. I'm a part of three credit unions, but I feel like their savings account is really good. Oh, and another one is Capital One, because they allow you to have multiples and they don't charge you. Now, the way I feel, um, separating savings, because I feel like we have savings accounts are all for different things. You want to have an emergency fund. What is my emergency fund? Your emergency fund should be three times or six times bare minimum what you need to live. If you need $5,000 a month to live, just do the way this world and this pandemic and this economy is shifting up and down. You never know. You may be doing 5,000 a month for you and your family and children. 6 months of expenses put up, especially for those people that plan to walk away from their 9 to 5 that they totally depend upon, right? And you want to have those funds put up to the side. 6 times 5, that's $30,000. So that's $30,000. You should have an emergency fund. And if that's your goal, not like you need to get it tomorrow, but how much are you taking out of each paycheck from your job, or away from your profit of their business that you're gaining, and putting it towards that emergency fund. And then for those of us who want to be homeowners, we have a dream home fund. Make a separate savings account for that. How much do I want to fuel to the savings for this dream home each week, each month? And then for a lot of us that may have multiple children, the hubby, you may have 4 or 5 people household. You may want to plan traveling and family vacations a little sooner than us of just 1 or 2 people, where you just spontaneously a lot move out, right? If you don't have the funds. So you want to create a travelers account. A business startup, you may say, hey, I have this one thing I love to do, and people, oh, I don't do my business plan yet, I need to get me an investor. No, start you a business startup fund, period. Create a little savings account, put $100, $50 up here and there. Go do some research and figure out what it takes to actually get it done while you're saving money. And for banking purposes, I always say bank with the banks that give you rewards and cash back on your daily purchases, which just makes sense. If I could gain 2 or 3 or 1% back on gas, whatever the case may be, I'm going to do that, and you get a nice check-in amount each month off all of those gas rewards and stuff. At the end of the year, if it's annually, it adds up. You'd be surprised. Millennials average yearly around $43,112. Total millennial spending is $600 billion in the United States each year. And you're telling me you're dragging your feet on getting started? It's clearly room out here for whatever it is you want to do. Millennials alone are spending $600 billion in the United States. When paying yourself first, you have your savings account, and then your savings that you're doing, you also want to pay yourself first. My definition of paying myself first, and I feel that it makes sense for everybody to do. You should have an investment plan through your life insurance. You should have long and short term investment plans. And then you should be also contributing a percentage to what's going to make you more money. So, for instance, when your definition of paying yourself may be purchasing or upgrading your packaging for your business that you do. Maybe you're like, oh, I want to step my marketing game up and get that's the definition of investing in yourself, and that's something that's going to actually bring you more money when you take that marketing to the next level. That's going to create more money, because we all know what marketing and purchasing and products is all a visual thing. You can have the most amazing package. People love the package, right? They don't care if they open it up and it's a tiny little brown square box inside, right? People don't care. They love the packages. So if you can make the experience the overall thing for people, they're going to buy. And customer service too. Self-discipline goes a long way. I want to encourage you guys to fight the urge of shopping online. Save $50 a day. Yes, it's easy to do. We do a lot of Walmart and Family Dollar runs, and I say it because we do it a lot, and drive-thrus as well. You can save $50 a day, but I don't encourage you to be very frugal to the way that you don't treat yourself, but stay in your means and focus on the goal all the time. Live on a daily schedule. Helps with time management and being intentional with your life. It's not planned in your budget, don't do it. If a friend called you up and say, I want to spontaneously go to the beach this weekend, girl, let's smash some goals first. I got some things I'm trying to do. I want to get this building. I want to get me a vending machine. Not saying you got to do all these crazy things so you can do something as simple as go to the beach, but sometimes treat yourself to a spontaneous beach getaway after you've accomplished a goal. It feels so much better. I'm telling you from experience. Stop paying attention to others. Keep your eyes focused on your target. This suicide rate thing, and God bless all these families that have lost, especially these young teenagers, to committing suicide. This thing is solely based upon social media and portraying this image, and everything has to be perfect. Everything is this, everything is that. Don't do that, guys. You will send yourself into anxiety. You will get into depression. Live your life. Be happy. Do what makes you happy, please. Statistics say, how will millennials make their next purchase? Shop in a physical retail store, 40%, mobile device tablet, 36%, laptops and desktop computer, 24%. So if you're a person that's in sales, that's perfectly good for you. You know how your millennials are shopping right here. Boom, I just gave you the whole lowdown. And really, you want to be making money all three ways. If you don't have a physical store they can come to, the online thing always going to work because it's a huge increase and it's going to continue to grow. You want them to be able to view your website on a mobile, like the mobile mobile view, and then your desktop view. You want to make it easy and simple, because with millennials, if they have to scroll a lot, they're not going to purchase. They say that we live in a microwave society. People are looking for things really fast. If the people you're around are a distraction, get rid of them. I can't say it no simpler than that. So this is where we get to the juicy stuff, the nuts and bolts of it. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this, write it down, do what you need to do. I'm sharing information with you guys that I personally used, what is helping me out, what I know and seeing success with, and what is helping my clients. I want to get you guys in a mind frame of turning these side hustles into legit businesses. Why? Because you can. Why keep it a side hustle when it's so many ways that you can really easily and simply, of these few steps, legalize that business and start to build some money with it. Start building business credit, which is a totally separate thing from personal credit. always want to encourage people in the process of building business credit. If this is something you're ready to get into, make sure you have cash flow on hand. You want to pay these net 30s on time. You have to make purchases from these companies that you need to be able to afford. $100, right? Some people may have $100 to come on board with them, make a purchase, and then pay in 30 days. You need to have cash flow on hand while building business credit. I don't hear a lot of people tell people that. It's really easy. It's not expensive, but it all depends on the cash flow of your current business. Or if it's a side hustle and you're doing these things to turn it into a business, it depends on the cash flow you're working with. Save your profits and do these things necessary. This is what you should be doing with the money from the business, right? Number one, LLC, completely free. SOS.gov, go get your LLC EIN number. www.rs.gov, free. DUNS number. DMB.com, free. Business telephone number. Probably about $10 or $15. That's super easy. Listyourself.net, verify your number is listed. Why? And I just personally ran into this experience. I changed my business phone number from a 704 to a 980 number, which is fine. I don't have to be a 1-800 number, but I didn't double back to make sure that the new number was listed. And you have companies that do red flags, things like that. And I used to be like, oh, that's so small. But when I got into this game and I'm starting to realize the intents of the credit lines that they give to 15, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, 100,000 credit lines, having these small things in place, not a big deal for me. So I personally just experienced something with making sure the phone number is listed. Having a business checking account. Before I was educated, I just knew, Chase Bank. And of course, I just did Navy Federal by default because I already had Navy Federal. So I just added a business account on with them. But I learned that when you're first starting out a business, whether you're a startup or if you are looking for funding and you want to leverage your personal credit as a PG, that the smaller banks are the ones to go to. And PNC being one of them, that's been very good to me. So I wanted to share that one with you guys, but it's a lot of small banks, or what they say mid-sized banks, that you can leverage to get funding. And it's just much better than a huge bank such as Chase and so forth. And you have the online banking accounts as well. Having a professional email address and a website address. When you do some of these Net 30 applications, they do ask for your website address. So they will check it out to see what you're selling on there, what you're doing, how you're moving. Make sure you have a nice professional, clean website with no glitter set up, and a professional email address. Not sidehustle.gmail345.com. No, info@sidehustle.com. Start building business credit. These are the 5 places. Take note to these, do a screenshot, write it down. This is the first 5 Net 30, just the tier 1 easy accounts I started out with. And they all make sense, very inexpensive. Leverage the crap out of it. What can I get from these companies that could work for me? And I suggest these, all of them I see online, and people that I follow and who I'm getting mentored by to build business credit. These are the most inexpensive, best companies right here to leverage, but also not just inexpensive, but good, because they're going to report to the bureaus that you need. You're Dun and Bradstreet, your Experian business. These are the ones, guys. If you're just starting to get it in the game, you're not real educated, these are the most easiest, simplest ones to go to. And I tell you guys, keep in mind, you will need to have cash flow available to build. They all report to business bureaus on your behalf. I recommend a minimum of $100 purchase for each. You'll have 30 days to pay it back. Pay your invoices. I was taught 5 days. I was taught 10 days prior, but what I'm telling you, what I personally do, because I like to be real, I pay mine 5 days before it's due. And just with being more responsible, even with the personal credit, I do the same thing with the business credit, because these are, you want to be trustworthy. You want to be able to come to them and sit with them. I want this from you in exchange for this. So always keep that in mind. So this part I want to break down to you guys about catching flights and not feelings. Since the pandemic has been in, a lot of us has been traveling. Some people have been traveling who haven't been have had the opportunity to travel in a long time. Me coming from a person who travel all the time, I'm true to this, not new to this. I want you guys to. Um, I've been hopping cities for years. I travel and go to different cities and go to pop up events. I go to seminars, conferences, whatever the case may be. It could be something local in a different city, Chicago, wherever. If I feel that it's going to gain me something, I'm going to go. And how do I find those places? I really just utilize Google and the internet, and just research, right? So a lot of the times, when I'm going somewhere, it's purposeful. And I think that's how we should move. And I want to encourage you guys to move like that, right? Because it's very important to know that your network is your net worth. What is my network? Your assets minus your liabilities is your net worth. Look at the bottom corner, right? So this is the thing. You need to build relationships. You need to meet more people. You need to build your brand globally. You need to be everywhere, wherever you at. A stranger you talking to needs to know about your business. Not like you're forcing it on people, but when we have regular general conversation with people about celebrity gossip, what's in the current news, start talking about ownership. Start talking about, how can we do something? How can we help each other? Start talking about different stuff. Take the conversation and the attention, wasting your time on what's always talked about, right? And how do I, like you may be saying, how do I know these people want to talk about this? Because it all depends on the space that you're in. If you're positioning yourself in bigger, different buildings, you're going to be around amongst women. This is what they talk about. So it's going to be easy for you because you're going to feel comfortable. You're not going to be in a space where these are not what these people are talking about. That's the only time that it would feel different or awkward for you. Right? I'm going to give you guys some tips on things that I do prior to booking a flight. Always ask myself this question. Okay, if I say I want to go to DR for 3 days, whose money is going to pay for my leisure and my time to have fun? Which stream of my income is it going to come from? Is it going to come from book sales? Is it going to come from my online digital products? Is it going to come from my merch line? Is it going to come from my consultation fees? That's four different streams of income that I have, that I just gave to you really quick. When I say whose money is going to pay for your leisure, that's what I'm talking about. Leverage OPM, 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 other people's money, right? Get out of the mindset of going to get another part time job to pay for your leisure. No, use other people's money. And then the next thing I do is how would a location benefit me? If I say I want to go downtown Chicago, on a boat ride, and this boat is full of up and coming entrepreneurs, like whatever the case may be, will that benefit me in my business? I may not be an up and coming entrepreneur. I probably already am an entrepreneur, but it makes sense to be in a place with up and coming entrepreneurs because, for one, I want to build relationship with them. We can help each other in numerous ways, and for two, the reason I want to be in a space with up and coming entrepreneurs is because I know that they're going to need my service, period, and my products. Boom, just gave you the whole role. Make a goal to exchange numbers with 5 to 10 people. This may seem like a lot, but it's really not. Put in your mind of you just getting dressed, traveling to get to the airport, walking through the airport, stopping to get a coffee or a bagel, getting on the plane, you sitting down, you mingling, kiki, smiling, hey, how you doing? We're always constantly talking to people. And then the last thing I always like to ask myself as well is this place that I'm going to. So I say Chicago downtown on a boat ride. Is this target of demographics and this is my target demographic in this location? So if my demographic may be minority women. Is minority women going to be at an up and coming entrepreneur event in downtown Chicago? Simple. Because if you're not hitting your target market, otherwise you're wasting time. Every move needs to be intentional, otherwise you're wasting time. Same thing I just said, guys. And I gave you a lot of information, so I hope it was really great for you. And last thing I want to encourage you guys to do: create opportunity, live your life, dream big. I just want to encourage you guys to stay true and believe in who you are. I'll drop the website link below so that you guys can check out all the products and services, or if you came across something that you were interested in, you can get back to it. And tell a friend, tell a friend. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this. Let me know how it helped you or what you want your girl to share. Have an amazing day. I thank you all for the support. And this has been great, a really great learning today. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.